Hi, I'm Gregory Zengo, the Medical Director of PracticalCME, and today we're going to be teaching hands-on small group in 4 procedures: Botox, fillers, microneedling, and PRP here in Atlanta, Georgia. And today we have 5 lucky people coming to get certified. In just a few minutes we'll be getting started, but I just wanted to show you a little behind the scenes of what one of our hands-on training looks like. We start with a review of the Botox material in a question and answer session. Then we move on to hands-on, and everyone gets at least 20 units of Botox to inject hands-on using real product. This is US sourced Botox that we pay for full retail price. We have no sponsors, nothing is provided to us for free. And this box is printed in English, not Russian, so you know this is real US sourced, genuine material. We also go the extra mile with our Botox presentation and show you something like the vein light, which gives you an optional idea of how you can use technology to avoid veins. Then we move on to dermal filler, and dermal filler is really important because we show you first using this practice syringe out in the air how hard it is to inject this stuff. So we want you actually to get used to how hard it is to inject this out in the air before you actually do your hands-on your patient, with a guarantee of at least 1 full cc of Juvederm or Volbella for the lips. Then if you're staying for the afternoon session after lunch, we'll move on to our PRP microneedling class, and in this Atlanta environment, we do a hands-on microneedling, of course, using a full FDA cleared pen. This is the newest pen on the market, DP4, which we're going to be using today, with all of the right pre and post-care equipment for your patient, including numbing gel and post-care mask and something for them to take home after the procedure, because we want to simulate the actual treatment environment as best possible. You might wonder how we can do hands-on in 4 procedures all in the same day. Well, let me show you how. When you book a seat in one of our classes, you get the entire content delivered to you online in a streaming fashion where you can watch, you can stop, you can restart, you can print consent forms and notes, and do it at your own pace, so that when you come to the hands-on, you are an expert in the procedure before you ever pick up a syringe for the first time. Because this is a small group training, we can customize it to your wishes. You get a minimum of 20 units of Botox and 1 cc of Juvederm to inject, but you can add more if you want more experience. The microneedling hands-on teaches you the right multi-pass technique, depths, and endpoints to treat every possible condition effectively. Since 2008, our goal has been to help people change their careers and their lives one provider at a time. We want to give you that premium small group training and give you a mentor and supporter along the way. The training relationship only begins on your hands-on day. It doesn't end there. We accept no sponsors or investment from non-medical investors. Quality and value for you is our primary mission. Aesthetic and wellness services have changed my practice for the better. Both myself and all of our other experienced MD instructors want to share our excitement for these services with you and what we have learned over the years, not only from the medical literature, but also from our collective experience treating tens of thousands of patients. Check out PracticalCME.com and look under the live training dates menu item for our latest Atlanta dates. We typically have only 8 to 10 seats for sale at any one time, so reserve your space today and start learning tonight with our online fast track curriculum. If you have any further questions, click the live chat now button at the bottom of the screen. You may even chat with me. Now, if you want to learn more about PracticalCME's history and a little bit more about myself, stay tuned. Otherwise, thanks for watching. When we founded PracticalCME in 2008, that was the culmination of many years of medical education for me. I was originally Resident Teacher of the Year in my residency program. I was hired on immediately out of residency to be an assistant professor at Emory University School of Medicine. And then after beginning training in aesthetics myself, I realized my experience with training was so difficult and I had to take so many training courses that we wanted to make something different. We wanted to make something where people could show up to one class and completely master the procedure. I know the position you're in. At one point in my life, I wanted to make a change. I had 2 young babies at home, and I wanted to do something different with my practice. I wanted to take a new direction. I wanted to train in something new. And so I know what it feels like to be in that position. And I know what you need if you're going to take one hard-earned weekend off away from your family to learn something new. And that's why we made PracticalCME the small group premium learning option, where you actually leave the training ready to practice, and not just one in a huge group of people with very limited hands-on and a teacher who seems to be reading from a script or is otherwise unqualified. There's another thing that really annoys me about a lot of the training programs nowadays. PracticalCME does not, never has, never will, offered an advanced class or tiered classes, tier 2, tier 3, or any of that stuff. Could you imagine someone writing a training class and selling it for $2,000 of your hard-earned money, and then sitting there and purposely leaving out information because they want to save it to take more of your money for a later class? Look, we don't do that, we never will. What we want to do is teach you everything that works and nothing that doesn't. Meaning, you are going to learn the applications that 90 to 95% of the people want, that will also work really, really well 95% of the time. Leave the weird and the fringe applications to someone else. But whenever I see an advanced training course and I see what's on the curriculum, all I think of is, wow, those are the indications for Botox and fillers that very few people want, and frankly, they don't work and they can be really expensive. And the last thing you want to do is lose a patient because you sold them something that isn't good for them. We focus on you mastering a procedure so that you can be a better nurse practitioner, or a better physician who can offer a brand new service, well thought out, that will make your patients want to come back for life.